Well, time to take a look at another great event taking place in the community. On Sunday, August 22nd, 2010, Savior Divine Lutheran Church in Palos Hills, Illinois, was putting on a special Italian Night Fundraiser featuring musical entertainment by Frank Pellico, Organist for the Chicago Blackhawks. The night featured a mosicacollie dinner and a wide variety of desserts, as well as a 50-50 raffle. Frank Pellico played some awesome tunes during and after dinner, plus did several sing-alongs with the crowd, such as Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Money raised for the evening went to help and support Savior Divine Lutheran Church. Savior Divine is a place to help you develop your relationship with Jesus Christ, experience Christian community as your extended family, use your talents in worship, connect to God through prayer, learn about dynamics of prayer, and experience health and healing prayer. We're back here at Savior Divine Lutheran Church in Palos Hills, and with me is the pastor of the church, Marty. And Marty, tell us a little bit about what we had going tonight. You had a nice Italian night event?
Yes, we call it a benefit concert for our church, and we're very happy to have Frank Pellico as one of our organists here, the organist for the Chicago Blackhawks hockey team. And this was more or less a fundraiser for our church, but yet it was a time of just fellowship, of getting together for a nice Italian meal, and also to enjoy his music. So I think it was a very festive time that we had this evening.
Great, and we also want to let our viewers know that you also have around Christmas a very nice concert with Frank, and that'd be something we encourage our viewers this year to come out to around Christmas time then.
Yes, that's correct. We haven't set the date yet. It'll be one of the Sundays in December. We had it, I guess it was at the beginning of December last year, and Frank did most of the playing. There was some Christmas music and some sacred music we had there, but it was a very nice time, and we had a very good response to people coming out, and a very good way to really start off the Advent season.
Oh, fantastic. And tell us a little bit about your church, Marty. It's a fantastic church, a lot of friendly people. We've seen so much here, but tell us a little bit about the church and when you have services and all that good stuff.
Okay, the congregation is celebrating its 70th anniversary this year in October. And we have one service on Sunday morning that's at 10 a.m. And we are just kind of like a big family here. We feel very close to one another. And even in our sanctuary, the way it's set up here, people feel very close to one another when they are worshiping. We're on 88th Avenue. We're about a half a mile north of Moraine Valley Community College.
Well, we're here at Savior Divine Church in Palos Hills, Illinois, and with me today is Frank Pellico, who is providing entertainment for a great night that you had, and is also the organist for the Chicago Blackhawks, which is exciting. But Frank, first of all, tell us what was happening tonight.
Well, our church is very, very small, the congregation, and periodically I think the best I can do to help the church is offer my services in order to try to raise funds. And last year we had our very first Christmas concert. It was phenomenal, up in the church. So this year I thought, let's have an Italian dinner. And of course, as you can see, it turned out very, very well. And it's just to raise money for the church, help them with the bills.
Oh, fantastic. And you were providing entertainment. And tell us a little bit about, now this is kind of a keyboard that you use. This is yours then?
It was mine until tonight. I just sold it to one of the customers here. I bought this quite a while back as an intent to do small jobs. Because when I do travel and do big concerts, the organ that I travel with right now is still up in the sanctuary. And that's the one we use at Christmas time. But it's just so big and so heavy. And it takes a crew of men to bring it. So I had this at home, and I bought it for the purpose of doing small jobs like this, and never did. So I decided to get rid of it tonight and one of the customers here bought it, and I'm really glad for that. I think we'll put the money towards the church.
Fantastic. As we mentioned that you're the organist for the Blackhawks, so that's quite exciting. You've been doing that for like 18 years, is it? Or?
This season will be 20. Wow. 20 years, and it's been the most wonderful run I've played. Back in the 70s, I worked for the Chicago Cubs, and I played for at Wrigley Field for 6 years, and then I kind of quit all that kind of work because there wasn't enough one-on-one personal relationship between what I was doing and the audience. I mean, if you're playing for sporting events, you're playing for sporting events. It's not yours. So I kind of got out of that and decided to put a group together, my band and shows, record, travel around the country, and that's what I did between then and going to at the old Chicago Stadium. I did take that job after kind of going over there and seeing that this was a lot more fun than baseball. So I really enjoy it, and I've been there ever since.
And we probably could imagine that the organ at the Blackhawks is quite big and quite overwhelming, but I'm sure someone as skilled as you, after a while, it's fun to get on a huge organ and play then.
Well, it's phenomenal. There's no words to express it. I don't know if you remember, but the old Chicago Stadium across the street from the United Center had the world's largest pipe organ and the loudest pipe organ in the world. And that had 6 keyboards on it, and it was humongous. And you could shake the building, literally shake the building, because it was pipes, real pipes, moving air volumes. And so I was used to that for 3 years. And then, of course, after the building went down and they decided, well, they're going to build the United Center, we had to come up with an idea that would be as close as possible to be something like the old stadium. And so we went to the Allen Organ Company in Pennsylvania, and they custom designed one for us. Now that's 20 years ago. Technology today has improved even over 20 years ago. But even 20 years back, it's a great organ. It's not the stadium pipe organ, but it's a sampled pipe organ. Digitally, computerized, sampled. And what they do is they literally record the sound of real pipes, and then the Allen organ can play it back electronically. And because of the amount of power that's in the United Center and the sound system that's in the United Center, it's big. It sounds massive. So that's a lot of fun. It'll never replace the old one, though.
And now, basically, when you're performing for the Blackhawks, then you play every home game, essentially, then?
Yeah, all the home games and anything special that's going on, they want. Like the Blackhawk convention was the end of last month down at the Hilton, and so we're doing all that. I get to meet all the fans one-on-one that way. Because when you're stuck in a room on the second floor, nobody knows where you're at. So it's very nice to go to these conventions and be involved with all that.
Okay, and finally, Frank, do you ever get I don't think I would. Do you ever get tired of playing like Baby Elephant Dance or the Chicken Dance, or you just get excited to get the crowd excited then?
That's exactly it. I mean, I could have done the Chicken Dance last night someplace else, and not one of these people. This is the first time they heard it, so they had a good time. I just have to do it over again, and maybe again tomorrow. But as long as the people are new and they're really enjoying it, that's what turns you on.
Diamond ring.
For more information on Savior Divine Lutheran Church, please take note of your screen.